What's going on, everybody? LK here, back at it again with another video, and today some more Dragon Ball. So, a little bit into Season 3 right now. Of course, I don't want to do a tier list or anything. It's a little bit disingenuous, I think, to do a tier list this early. But I do want to share some thoughts I have about characters going into Season 3 right now so far. There's been a lot of changes to the cast overall. Many characters, not many characters? Every character in the game has 3 assists now. The A, B, and C assist, right? And I think they did a pretty good job. So like one thing that usually comes up in conversation about this game and just fighting games in general is like, you know, most fighting games operate on like this seasonal type of yearly updates or like every 6 months, something like that. And usually there's a popular character or two that just come out that the general scene is like, man, honestly, fuck this character. No other way to put it. I hate this character. Dead this character. I hate this. Obviously, it depends like how strong the character actually is and stuff, whether or not it's even warranted. But what they did this time that I really like is that, like, overall they mostly left the good characters alone. Like, there've been changes to, especially like the big target was GT Goku, right? But I like, after playing GT some on my own, I'm like, honestly, he's still mostly the same. He doesn't have like the extra things he had, which honestly, in my opinion, was probably the Spirit Bomb Oki and the damage he could do. They kind of tweaked him because of like the EX changes and stuff like that, but he's basically like a really similar character to what he was. Most of the top tiers are kind of like, the Season 2 top tiers I should say, are kind of like in the same level. Characters that I like for this season then. So we don't even have to talk about like, so of course there's like GT and Bardock and Adult Gohan and Teen Gohan. So if you want a quick summary on them, like Teen Gohan is really basically the same character. The Vanish change benefits him a bunch. He gets some roots and slide knockdowns that he couldn't do before, and he gets to be a little bit more liberal with meter, and he still builds a lot of meter. He still basically has the same combos and stuff. Really, the main thing I felt from him is like, you can't Universal Fuzzy. That's pretty much it. Like, his game plan at the end of Season 2 was just so streamlined, like so good and streamlined. Like, hit them, take them to the corner, snap them, fuzzy them, out there like bar. It's sick. Okay. And I think Adult Gohan is still kind of in there. Both these characters' EX legs got nerfed, I believe, to +1. I actually need to see what the implication for that is. I think this is the second or third time EX legs has been nerfed at this point, showing you how strong, really strong that move is for both characters. Bardock still in there, definitely one of the characters that has endured the most in this game. Changes aside, it's the Bardock B assist that really makes him stand out because, like I said, one thing I said about him last season is that his assist is kind of just average and really overstated. A lot of people were like, oh my god, how can you say that Larry assist is not good? Like, you can like super dash and call it. Like, okay, cool. But like, yeah, that's good. That's like a good thing, and it's fast. That's a good thing too. But besides that, like, it wasn't really that special of an assist. And that Bardock B assist, man, like, I don't actually know if they did this on purpose, but like, compared to other characters who have a similar assist, right? Like Kefla has a similar assist. Her B assist is just the same. It's like 44, 46 frame blocks, and I don't know how much. It's a ton. But she doesn't like teleport over to you no matter what, the way Bardock does. I think that's really strong. And it's one hit as well, I believe. So you get like some really crazy mix-ups with him. And it's nice too because like that Lariat assist, his A assist, they have given that to a lot of characters. So like in my head, that assist like doesn't really make him stand out, because one of the ways they make characters better in a lazy way is they just give them a Lariat, or they make their Lariat better. Like, for example, Ginyu, all they do is buff his Lariat. Like, they buffed that tackle like maybe 3 times now. They made it go farther, then they made it go farther in the air, they changed the properties of the EX move, blah blah blah. They do that a lot. They understand Lariats are good in this game, and they like buffing them. So him getting that B assist, I really like. I think it's sick. He got like a couple of tweaks, like his EX Lariat into Vanish isn't jail anymore, and that makes sense because that would honestly be crazy if he had the old EX Lariat half off pretty much, because it's 50% bar. GT, like I said, pretty much endures the orb mix, so I feel like he's less flexible as a character now. So it's kind of what I felt about Trunks last season. So GT was not only like mad good, like on his own on paper, but he was also really flexible. Like you could do stuff with a lot of characters, so he could just be put on a lot of teams. Now I think it's a little bit more focused. The A assist is still like a champion assist in this game, mad good, mad understated. How good that is, and you know, he still has like the same good pressure stuff, same good staggers, but because of the orb nerf, you need to, if you want to do like mix-ups with him, because he has really good mix-ups still, you need to be pretty focused. You need like a high blocks and assist. Funny enough, Bardock GT still works if you look at it from that perspective, because you're gonna have like the Bardock B assist will help him do stuff like that. Kid Buu, of course, endures as usual. He's been top tier since the game has come out. He's the true menace of the game. I don't know if he's the best character right now. I know I said at the end of Season 2 a lot that I thought he was the absolute best character in the game. Right now, I still think he's probably top tier. Still endures to this day. We have to see how much he runs the game this time. So, new faces. Okay, we don't have to talk about these guys anymore. New faces. Frieza is the obvious one. People are really hyped for Frieza. You know, the Golden Frieza buff, the EX move buff really benefits him, and he has a lot of positive changes. He doesn't get fuzzied anymore, even though he asked for it, so that kind of sucks. I would have laughed if he still got fuzzied and everyone else didn't, but it's okay. Kind of showing between him and Z Broly, like how zoning is done in this game, and now with the EX buff, I think he really stands out as a character now. A lot of people are using him Anchor. I think you'll see him a lot. Whether or not, one thing I thought when the game came out was that they were really keeping Frieza down because, you know, when zoning is good, people complain about that too. Zoning is hard to deal with. Usually you have to research the game in depth to deal with the zoning. You can't just, like, sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna beat your zoning kind of thing. So I always thought that, like, Frieza not being very strong was them being worried that, like, zoning would kill the game fast. So we'll see how people actually feel about Frieza and Frieza as an anchor, because his zoning actually is really good. And I mean, like last season SSJ Goku, so as a side note, I think SSJ Goku is still okay, but honestly SSJ Goku, he's very hard to catch, right? Him as an anchor is, you know, you can't catch him is the idea. So even then, with like the most vanilla moveset, just firing Ki Blast and like floating and like taking his turns and occasionally hitting you into big damage because, you know, 2M and how much damage you can do with EX and stuff like that. Even that, people were like, man, we're so like, this is the main character of Dragon Ball. People were like, I'm tired of fucking seeing him, which is crazy. I thought Dragon Ball Z is like 300 episodes. People are tired of seeing SSJ Goku. So a strong Frieza, like I don't know if the scene is ready for this, but we shall see, right? Also, the return of Yamcha. You know, some people might say he never went away, but in the middle of Season 2, he kind of fell off because with Double Beam existing with GT, that scope of control, even though the Yamcha assist is mad good, like really good, you know, block stun. We all know Super Dash Yamcha, the block stun, calling him off screen. This is what won Season 1, right, was Yamcha. He felt like too unstable, like in that format. So like, yeah, you'll get your wins, and when it works really well, but when it doesn't work, you're like, oh man, like I can't get control. But now you have a little bit more flexibility here because he has a beam as his second assist, so he's pretty flexible. Having him on your team means you could do both things, which is kind of nice. Another character, Tian, actually is looking kind of sick. I actually tweeted the other day that my third eye opened. I wasn't really talking about Tian. People are like, you're talking about Tian? It's Tian hype? I wasn't really talking about Tian, but Tian is looking pretty good. Between, like, they just gave him a lot of buffs. I actually want to mess around with him just to see what those buffs mean for his actual game. But his B assist is tracking high blocks and assists, so that's a really, really good look. People have been begging for block stun, and with Snap being weaker, it's good that we have these offensive options available. Base Goku, we knew about Base Goku last season, especially because of Wawa, but I think now he really is going to be a pretty important character between having mostly it's the big blocks and assists, still viable. He has a command grab that does mad damage. He's got the solo spirit bomb now thanks to the vanish changes, so I think he's going to be pretty prevalent this season. Another character, obviously my boy Trunks, it's time. Last season I felt at the end, it's basically how I feel about GT now. So last season I felt like he was kind of greedy. You really could only play him with a couple of characters, despite him being strong on paper. he really shined when you played him with certain types of characters, and it wasn't that many. This time, I feel like he's more flexible. I don't know how flexible he is as a teammate right now, but I mean, just him having the beam assist gives him, like, lets him help way more characters than last season. Like, Change the Future is a good assist, but like, not that many characters could use it that well. It's kind of hard to use well. Beam assist, everyone knows how to use, and he has one, so just based off that. He's kind of technical though, so we'll see how many people play him in like the tournament circuit, but I definitely say watch out for him. A couple of more, so I have to mention base Vegeta, so also because I feel like a lot of people are picking him up right now. He's basically the same but stronger. He's kind of technical too, just combo wise. Like, I think his game plan is pretty simple. I think he's not as streamlined as he was, because like at the end of season 2, it was like hit, snap, J2H mix, hit level 3. If you hit them after level 3, they're just dead. It's very streamlined. But you know, with a lot of people playing him right now, we'll probably see a lot more tech, so we'll see him around. The last two I really want to look at, so I want to talk about Majin Buu a little bit. So Majin Buu, I thought at the beginning of season 2, so basically every season I'm like, man, this character might have the juice, right? So during season 2, because I played him for like a month and a half during season 2, like, I was really feeling him, but you have to kind of build teams around him. I sort of feel that way now, but they gave him more stuff, and he's another character that I think, like, because of the snap nerf, some people might try playing him because he has that type of like streamlined offensive game plan. Like, once it goes, it's going. The last one is actually Cell. So Cell. So I just want to say before I talk about Cell, there are a couple other characters that I'm thinking of as really strong right now, but I think people just kind of know like Z Broly. Like, people kind of know like, oh, you know, he's looking really good. 21, you know, she's looking really good right now. Kefla, you know, she's looking really good right now. So Cell has been, he's a funny one because he's been present in every season. So season 1, of course, you know, he was running that shit. It was Cell meta, with mad people running Cell. I played Cell, right? Then season 2, so he basically died after Evo. Season 2 came back, but very quietly. Mostly like Fenrich was the main person everyone would know who was running him, but he made appearances on the World Tour by other players, generally like EU players. So there's like Wawa played him, RMZ played him, like stuff like that, right? This season, he might have the juice. So like, there's way more blocks and assists now. So, you know, he has opportunity for high-low that he used to have before. He can't get fuzzied, so him getting mixed up is gonna be like, he's not gonna get mixed up just because he's tall, kind of thing. He also has really good space control. Like, he's always been a really good point character. So he has, like, his thing was that, you know, he had the big normals, he had extra normals for his pressure too, and he had really good anti-airs because he has, like, perfect attack. So all these things put together, he's like kind of quietly, like, low-key, like, he could be an option for people that I would encourage you to explore if you feel like it. These are just my early impressions. Like I said, there are a few other characters, like, you know, 16 is looking like okay now. I think Super Broly is actually really good. I thought he was good last patch, but, you know, some people disagreed. This is like a whole long talk, but I think he's pretty good too. Z Broly, not much really needs to be said about him. And then there's some mysteries, like what happened to Hit, how's Beerus, you know. Hopefully in the next couple months after playing, I can actually put a tier list together, but these are just some of my impressions. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Leave them in the comments. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.